Hello, today I'm going to talk about the forward propagation. Okay, so how the forward propagation works. Say we have certain inputs, which we call it x1 and x2. So x1, let's go through x1 will pass the values to the input layers. So x1 will go here to the first input layer, x2 will go to the second input layer, features, so to say the features. So this it will pass through the input layers. Then let's say consider the values of x1 is 0.34 and the value for x2 is 0.87. Then for the sake of simplicity, let's consider just two hidden layers. So we have a hidden layer here, the two hidden layer. So this hidden layer will be connected with the x1 and x2. So it will be connected with x1 as well as x2. So this connection will be connected through the weight. Say we have a weight here, weight W11 with value 1.7, weight W21 with some random value 2.5. So let's just consider that these weights are being initialized using some random initialization. So this is for hidden layer 1. So we have W11, W21. Then how do we calculate the summation value? And then we will add the bias also. So bias, for the sake of simplicity, we add the bias as a 0. So to calculate the value in the hidden layer, we will use this summation function. H1 is equal to x1 w11 plus x2 w21 plus b1. We have all the values here. Okay, then this is a summation. Then after we find this value, we need to use the activation function, okay, to determine the output of this. So when we calculate, we have this let's input all the values here. For x1 w11, x2 w21, we input the corresponding value. So we have this value. So this will be the summation output here. We get it here. Then ap apply the sigmoid function. Let's say we use the sigmoid activation function. This will be applied to the h1. So there is sigmoid formulas, and we just need to input this value. Then we have this 0.94. So 0.94 we get the output. Okay, the next, similarly, we find for hidden layer 2. So that it will be, say we use the weight w12 equal to 0.3 and w22 equal to 0.7. Similarly, we have the bias b2 is 0, and we will have the same formula here. We apply the same formula. So we supply all the corresponding values. Then we have 0.711. So 0.711 we will have in the second hidden layer. So same thing, we apply the activation function on 0.71 using sigmoid. Then we get 0.67. So this is the output of H2. Then say we have an output, the last output layer. Okay, so this output layer will be connected with H1 and H2. Then same thing like the previous nodes, we will have the weights coming out from H1 or weights coming out from H2. Suppose these are the two weights, say WH1 equal to 2.2 and WH2 equal to 0.9. We apply the same summation function. Okay, we need to add the bias here, h1 bias. Okay, then we apply the same summation function. This is the formula. We and then this is the activation function. We substitute the values. Okay, so we have this 0.94 into 2.2, 0.67 into 0, 0.9, then add the bias. At last we have these values 2.67 that we input here. Then after this we apply the summation function. Excuse me. When we apply the summation function is 0.56, so 0.56 is my output. That's it. This is how the uh, this is how this function works. Okay, this is how the forward propagation works. Okay, uh, it is a simple example. In the real time it can have more than one input, one more than two features, or more than one hidden layers. Okay, that's all. Thank you.